So are you? So it sounds like you guys might be right there, right on the edge.
Calm. We worked well past midnight last night, and yesterday I thought was a very good day. I thought we made some progress. There's still some outstanding issues, and I've directed our teams to work 24/7 to try to solve this problem.
What is your reaction to Fitch?
I'm sorry, you
I wanted to ask you about Fitch. I'm sure you saw they warned they could potentially downgrade the U.S. credit rating, put it on negative watch. What's your reaction to that?
Look, this is why Republicans, and this is why I sat down with the president on February 1st, you never want this to happen. If you watched in the last situation when we were downgraded, it wasn't because of timing, it because of the agreement didn't go far enough. That's why we want to make sure that we get an agreement and a deal that's worthy of the American public, and that's what's solved.
But do you need a deal by today?
On getting that top line number agreed to for spending
Look,
caps?
there's no agreement still, it's all agreed to. There's a couple of issues still hanging out there that we got to get done. We're going to work 24/7 to try to make that happen.
Can you talk about the Fitch issue, though, how sometimes that helps stoke action? You know, the idea that people had warned about that for a long time. I know you guys have been negotiating, but...
I don't know why you'd have to have something like that to stoke an action. That's why if you wait 97 days not to negotiate, you must never be concerned about that. I'm concerned about at the end of the day, if you do not have a deal worthy of the American public, you should be worried about Fitch. I'm not.
On timing on all of this, I know that you wanted a deal last week. You were saying you need a deal by the end of the weekend. Realistically, when does this really have to get done? When do you need a deal by in order to get this done by that June 1st deadline?
Well, once you have an agreement, then you've got to make sure it's written and you can post it, then you've got 3 days, and then you have to have a vote on it, and then you've got to send it to the Senate. So every hour matters. That's why the White House has to become very serious about this, and that's why we worked well past midnight last night. The team they have is very professional, very bright. They know where the differences are, and we're going to work 24/7.
Can you talk about those 3 days also being your time?
Are they willing to cut spending for next year?
You have to, otherwise there won't be an agreement.
Can you talk about the 3 days also? I know that's the commitment that you guys have made, since the beginning of the Congress, but the idea that gives CBO time to score it, and a lot of members, frankly, on both sides, would base their vote on what that evaluation is.
I've watched so many times in this body where they come together on a big bill and they just jam it through and no one gets to see it. You had a former speaker say you had to pass something to know what's in it. I think this agreement could be so worthy that I'm going to let everybody read it. It doesn't matter. I don't think everybody's going to be happy at the end of the day. That's not how this system works. But I believe everybody should be able to see it, read it, and know what they're voting on, because this will help put America on a better path.
What is the plan for the negotiators today?
Can Treasury continue to meet its debt obligations after June 1st without a debt ceiling?
Look, there's always money coming in, but I leave that up to the Treasury Secretary. I take June 1st as the deadline, always have. That's why we acted, even when she thought the deadline was well into July or August.
Can I ask you, what have you guys?
Are we closer to a deal than we were, say, yesterday at 5 o'clock when you spoke?
Look, I think we made progress yesterday.
Are the negotiators going back to the White House today or meeting here?